So we're going to start with Nova's topic first. Go ahead and set us up, man.
So this week, man, the alarm bells went off at Nintendo, right? And then that individual decided to take a quick plumber's pipe straight to legal, right? They said, we're suing, all right?
Yeah.
So Nintendo claimed that the lead developer of Yuzu, which is an emulator that's online right now, it's a Switch emulator. It says that the lead developer of Yuzu, known online as Bunny, I believe, has publicly acknowledged that Yuzu's website gives the instructions to users, teaching them how to hack their Nintendo Switch. Obviously, that sounds very, very problematic. You know, Nintendo is very close to themselves when it comes to their IPs, right?
Yeah.
Emulators tend to historically tread this line by just kind of reverse engineering all of the things that's necessary to run these games. Sans the the copyrighted stuff, like the keys and the BIOS and stuff, and they usually instruct you to go elsewhere to, you know, complete the Infinity Gauntlet, as some would say, you know, when it comes to that. They also allege that as of, I think it's May of 2023, that 1 million copies of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, were potentially pirated. So,
1 million?
1 million, right? So what they're looking for right now
out of like what, 20 something? How many did they sell?
They probably sold boatloads, but still 1 million copies of anything is.
Yeah, and they assume that those are people who haven't also bought I played it on Yuzu, but I also bought the game. I have it on my Switch. I played it for hours on there, and I'm like, I want to try it on 60 on my PC, like 60 frames per second. And okay, cool, I'll just play it here, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that they're just they're a little upset that specifically that they're violating the anti circumvention and anti-trafficking provision with the DMCA, you know. So I want to go to you first, Hargeet, and I want to ask you, is Nintendo right to come after Yuzu? And I'm going to pass this around to you other individuals later.
This is one of those technicalities that, yes, technically they're right. Look, Nintendo is one of those companies that are just jerks when it comes to the community. They're possibly the worst company, and that includes a company like Activision. Like, they're just bad. And I wish they would understand that it's actually better for them to just let this go. It's not like their games don't sell. They sell like at ridiculous levels. Like, every company on the world would love to have Nintendo's freaking sales numbers. They're just ridiculous at how well they sell. The other thing they could do is just say, hey, why don't we just bring out your freaking games to freaking PC as well and just be done with it? That would just end this problem, right? Then you wouldn't need the emulate. It would just freaking run there. And people would buy them in droves. I don't know why they just don't do it. But this is the way they are. Nintendo's Nintendo. They're the last ones that are going to change. They do need to, but like, okay, are they technically right? Yeah, they're right. But come on, really? I don't really find this that, like, if they were dying, okay, right? They're killing their competition, like totally just destroying their competition. Like, there's just no reason for this. Now, to be fair, this is 1 year where they're probably going to go lower because they were going to launch a console that's not happening this year. It's going to happen next year, right? That obviously kills your plans. It is what it is. I get it. So is that going to be a very, bad thing for Nintendo? Maybe their profits will be down. Maybe they'll have less revenue. Yes, that's probably true. They're also going to have to delay a whole bunch of games they were expecting to launch this, holiday, and that will also be pushed. And so all that revenue will be recognized next year, not this year. I get it, but that's still not a good reason to do this. I don't know. Yes, technically they're right. It is something that's wrong. You shouldn't have it on there. That's fair. Yeah. Come on. Are they really losing out on that much sales? I mean, are they really, really, really losing out on that much sales? I mean, I think they make up for it in the number of people that just buy it for their kids that don't even freaking open the game. And right. It's like, just stop. Just stop. You make enough sales. Like, Pokemon sells like 30 million freaking copies every freaking year. Are you really kidding me here? Like, come on. When you like double the profits of your competitors, I can't cry for you. I'm sorry. I just don't care. Like, get over it.
He said he don't care, man. He said that's what it is. And they could
yes, technically they're right, but it's like, come on. Like, these are the same guys who are like, hey, we want to do a was it Smash Brothers tournament, and the Nintendo wasn't working. They're like, hey, we can put it over. No, we're not going to do that. We have to shut you down. I'm like, what? Are you serious, dude? Let it go. Just let the community drive for you. It's like, what are you doing? They're just so bad with these things.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
No, I feel you on that. Actually, because I'm gonna throw it to Fuzzy here in a second, man. Do you mind, Viking, if we go to this? We got a 2.
The super chats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get Grumpy Shaman with the 2. He says for the kids.
Yes.
He said, "Great show, guys." I appreciate that, Grumpy.
Appreciate it.
That's super dope, man.
I like that avatar.
Yeah, it's good. He looks grumpy. He looks grumpy, don't he?
Yeah, it reminds me of Daria from back in the day. I remember that show.
Oh yeah.
Daria. She kept it so real. I love Daria, bro. That was a good show.
Yeah. And then Goat Gaming drops 5 Longhouse Gaming Podcast memberships.
Dude.
Oh boy, he just want to see me blow the horn. I'm gonna have to up my price.
You feel like you're going out here too cheap, huh?
Too cheap. Supply and demand. Dang, boy. I appreciate that, Goat. I think the new members are going to be Sergi 24, BT Maverick 707, C Mustard, C Money from On Point, Guess Who 107, Abdel not Guess Who, but Abdel 114 and Victor Bernard. Y'all think that man Goat Gaming? Super dope. Super dope.
GOAT.
Yeah.
The goat.
I like that beat.
He wants no laughing Fuzzy or Hargeet. You understand? All right. Why it gets so quiet whenever
We don't want to disturb, bro.
Yeah.
All right, that was good.
Okay.
I liked it. E-Rank said #HornHub.
I like that
one. I haven't heard that one.
Pornhub.
Keep blowing. Wait.
That's it. You got it. We got it.
That's it. #HornHub. Okay. All right. I see what you did there.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. All right. Go ahead. Thanks again, Goat and Grumpy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thank
we got Big Boy Mike in the building. What's happening, man?
What it do?
What up?
And Crispy Bomb. What's up, boy?
Crispy.
Nerds and other legends. What's happening? All right, go ahead, Nova.
All right. Well, besides that, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. But so Fuzzy, I'm about to go to you, man. Hargeet said, Nintendo, y'all got enough money. If somebody downloads that Zelda game 1,000,000 times, you got enough. All right.
Yeah.
So sit down and chill. So what do you think about their actions?
They always seem to, I mean, they're extra protective of their, IPs and things like that. But I'm just surprised they haven't seen that, like, even when they did that whole AR stuff on mobile, that there's another potential customer base outside of buying the Switch and stuff, or the same people that are buying the Switch would probably also like to play stuff on their phone or on their PC. So it just feels like it's a misstep, like a lost opportunity. Because at least as far as the people I know that use Uzi or that particular software, most of them own a Switch. And the whole reason why they do that is because the thing is 5 years out of date. So it's like, oh, you get 22 frames on the game that, you would normally enjoy, at 30 frames or better. But no, it's barely doing that on the Switch. So they'd rather play it on their PC or on their Steam Deck or their ROG Ally or whatever the case is. So it's like, since there is no Super Switch out there, something that's powerful enough to do 30 frames or even 60 frames, they got to go and kind of handle it themselves. And I think this is like that missed opportunity where people, it's not going to slow down their sales or anything like that. And if anything, it's just going to piss off the people that would normally buy the stuff. But they definitely need to see the opportunity either on PC or mobile. I mean, we got mobile phones now that can play like last gen games or even some current gen games. They probably should put some of their stuff over there. I mean, not everybody wants to Switch, especially if it's an underpowered, handheld in comparison to what's out there. Yeah, it's too much. They're going too far. They have all the right because it is their IP, but yeah, I think this is a way to kind of piss off some of your fans that would be more willing to probably buy more of the software so they could play it on their better handhelds that are out there on the market now.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's an excellent point, man, because I didn't even think about that. So there's could be some people that's just actual power users, they enjoy the game. They just want to be able to play it and without having to deal with like the frame rate drops and the issues that the potentially underpowered console itself has. So that makes plenty of sense, man. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to you, BLAQQ Skellington. What do you think, sir?
The way I was seeing it is, man, been doing this emulation thing for a while. It's like the fact that they're just now coming to these people and trying to shut them down just seems odd. Just because this isn't going to stop. Like they're either going to boot back up or there's other ones out there. You know what I mean? I mean, your games are so that. What Nintendo had to stop emulation, in my opinion, was that their games, like the Wii and the Switch, even with Joy-Cons popping off and stuff, they're more difficult to emulate because you have like motion controls and all kinds of stuff. It used to be that way. It was more difficult. So they kind of had it locked up to where you could only emulate certain games. So now the fact that they're tuning in hardcore and suing is just, they do have the right. I'm gonna say you're not about to just play my stuff. I understand. I understand. I get it. They definitely they made the games. You can't just be playing games for free, and especially because it's free most of the time. Like it's understandable for sure. But I just feel like if they would just revamp their online system, they could even raise the price on subscriptions and put everything online. Then, like, I just don't understand why we can't play the games. Y'all don't want us to. Y'all don't let us. If y'all don't want to let us play the games, we're gonna play them. We're gonna figure it out. Like, I promise we want to play those classic games. I'm a big Power Stone fan. You don't think I played that recently? I'm not gonna say how, but I have played it recently. So it's like you're kind of just the gamer just wants your games. And all that I'll even for Power Stone, I own the Dreamcast, I own the systems, I own all these like things already. I own a Switch. I would love to play that stuff at more than 30 frames, and that's really the biggest thing is like, bro, this system is so out of date. Even on the Nintendo Direct, stuff looked out of date. I was like, goodness. And then so you want us to buy these games and let them play out of date? No, I think I'm about to at least get the frames by playing it over here. I'll still support. I want to play the game. So yeah, it's I mean, they have the right. I will say that if we could somehow have a subscription to emulate somehow, we would do that too. Like, trust me, we would love to pay that. There's so many games we would love to go back and play, but I think they may be shooting themselves in the foot because I think they're just going to enrage the people who did it and they're going to come back. And obviously they have a fan base. The emulation has a fan base, so they're gonna do it whatever they can to get it up and run again. It's gonna be a name change, and we're gonna get it back up. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, because you never know, man.
Yeah, they just went after that one piece, though, right? That you can't tell them how to hack it. Right?
No. So I'm glad you asked that question, Hargeet, because I did take some notes, and it says that Nintendo's asking for $2,500 for every single violation of the anti-circumvention and the anti-trafficking, as well as $150K for each copyright violation. I think they really had a huge problem when it came to dumping those games. They wanted that million sales, bro. They said whoever dumped that game is made us upset. So, and lastly, it said also wants to take away the domain names, URLs, chat rooms, and social media presence, and even seize and destroy hard drives to wipe out the emulator itself.
Jesus.
So to Skellington's point, he said that it ain't gonna stop. Nintendo is trying to make an example out of this company.
Yep.
So they said, we're gonna sue you into oblivion to where you can't even produce anymore. We're gonna wipe you off the internet. and take the hard drives where you had this software present. So they're pretty serious about this one, man.
We got backups, baby. Sorry. I'm joking. Right.
Well, what do you think about it though, Viking?
I get so frustrated with this shit, man, when it comes to, first of all, I don't like, people are going to emulate whatever games they want to, right? People are going to pirate, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to do those things. And there stands a fair argument for pirating, right? When it comes, and this is my stance, right? I purchased a game just like as if I would. I know it's two different mediums, but just like I purchased a movie, right? That movie doesn't tell me what DVD player to put it in or what brand to put it in to play it, right? My thing is, I bought the game. If I bought the game on Nintendo, I feel comfortable with playing that motherfucker wherever I want to, because I already paid you for the game. Like, and that's one thing that bothers me about like Call of Duty is like, I would buy it on Xbox, but then I can't play it on my PC. Same game, right? So then I have to, like, some years I have to double dip because sometimes I want to play on my PC versus on my Xbox, right? Like, I should just be able to play. I know it's like licensing issues, but like, there's no other medium that does that. Is there?
That straps you to the medium that you're going to play it on?
That you
I think just consoles. Yeah, I think just consoles.
It's weird. It's completely, it's just really weird to me. And I get it that, you know, games cost more to make sometimes than like movies, or sometimes than movies or whatever. But shit, man, like, I don't call anybody a thief for emulating, especially for a game that's been shelved for so long, right? And then the company just decides not to like sell it or let you play it anymore. Like, yeah, in Power Stone,
right?
We're playing it. Like, I want to play it. I'm not about to buy buy it again, or buy a Dreamcast just to play it. Like, I'm playing it. You know what I mean? I think that Nintendo is in a unique situation to where a lot of people like it might be underpowered, but Nintendo is very innovative when it comes to what they do with their hardware, right? Like the gyro on the controllers, you can change that one controller to two once you undock it, you know what I mean? And then whatever, and a lot of people would still buy it. Like, hear me out. A lot of kids, I'm almost positive, mostly kids play on Nintendo. I wonder what the average age of Nintendo players are, right? It's probably older people, right? Or younger people, right? And then like some of us diehards are stuck in between to where that's like our neutral system that we always get every time one releases, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But your core base, your 70% of your base will not play those games, Animal Crossing or Mario Kart, on a PC. Put your games on PC. Like, a lot of people will double dip also.
Boy, Animal Crossing would do numbers
on PC. Yeah. But a lot of kids, you know what I mean? Like, my youngest have a Switch. They're 8. They're not getting on a PC right now. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of 6-year-olds have Switches, like, to play Pokemon or whatever. Like, yeah, they're in a unique situation to where they could make more money with putting their stuff on PC, kind of just like PlayStation, right? But like, they just don't. Like, and I don't know why they get mad, because they get mad when other people emulate their games on there. That should tell you there's a need and a want for it. Right? Especially with 1 million, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.